Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Elusive Dick. I'm Marjorie.
And I'm Barbara.
And today we're giving our usual update on where we are in the dating scene.
And then we'll have a fun other topic to talk about.
We have a couple of things to talk about, yeah?
Yeah.
So you start first since you're...
Okay, I can start. Well, this one was funny. I mentioned it to you. So the Spaniard that I mentioned last time,
Yes.
who seemed very interesting, and he divulged pretty much right from the gate that he is married, but they're basically living in a roommate situation and they're staying married for green card purposes.
Right.
So I appreciated the honesty, and I'm like, I get that, okay. So we had, all this nice back and forth, and he was pretty quick to, do you want to meet up? And yes, and yes, and yes. So great. We had a date on the calendar for a Wednesday. And Tuesday night at like 10:30, he texts and says, hey, I'm having second thoughts. I really hate to do this, but I really feel like I should talk to my wife. Like, we haven't discussed seeing other people, even though I don't think it would be a problem. But I just don't want to hide. And I'm sorry for having put you in this situation. So again, I appreciate that he said that, but come on. Wouldn't you have thought about this before you make an entire online dating profile and start talking to people for weeks?
You would think.
And making a day, like he's literally thinking about this the day before we're supposed to go out. So, okay. So anyway, no Spaniard.
Spaniard off the list.
And it was too bad because on him, I was going to start trying to come up with questions in my mind to find out emotional availability. Remember we talked about that last time? I was like, oh, this is going to be like my new prospect to see if I can get some of that information
I think
out.
we know the answer. Emotionally not available.
Clearly. I didn't have to meet him.
Check that
Definitely
box.
Emotionally not available. So that's that.
I think, listen, we should be tracking emotional unavailable and elusivity. Those are the two things. So when we have our year-end award ceremony...
Oh yes. We're expanding the award categories.
I definitely think we should have that as a category.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
And we need a third category to round it out.
I'm sure we'll come up with one.
We'll come up with something.
It's not going to be that hard.
Keep that in the books.
Okay. The seal, last time, I don't really remember what I gave as the update, but I texted him because my friend was going to a Navy SEAL retirement event or something at Mar-a-Lago, and I was debating whether, we talked about it, and I'm like, I don't want to text him because he hasn't reached out since I was in San Diego a month ago. And you said, who cares? Just text him. So I did. And he responded within a day. He was like, you guessed right. I was not at Mar-a-Lago. He goes, I couldn't think of a worse place to go and be. He's like, maybe if they need a dog sitting, I would consider going because he loves dogs.
Yeah, he loves standards, dogs. At least.
And then when I responded, I said, let's be real, Seal. Maybe if a dog was in imminent danger, you would go. But even then, I really don't think you'd go. He said he was doing okay, more or less, which is not like him. He's always very upbeat, no matter all the crap that I'm sure he's doing. So that was interesting, and that he's eager to escape all the madness and go visit his friends in Spain and Italy in the summer. So that was, and always very nice, always, sends Rico, I hope your son's doing well, and, always nice. So I responded a couple days later, and I was just like, I just gave him this whole big, long update. Not that he asked, but I'm like, I don't really care. I'm just...
Too bad you couldn't go for that little Spain.
Out there. Yeah, well, I'm going in the fall, so I don't know. Maybe we can, our annual European getaway, maybe, with our situationship, as I call it. Maybe that'll be it, a European rendezvous every year. I don't know. I'm so glad I'm in a better place with that, though. Because remember, it used to make me so annoyed and sad and confused and all of it.
No, Seal is special, but you have to keep him in a special category.
Yeah, he's special category. Most elusive and special. Asterisk, special. Okay. This one's funny. Okay. Well, fireman. So the last time that I saw him was when I sort of crashed the firehouse with friends after a night of having some cocktails, where he had specifically told me not to come that day, which I really did feel bad about. But he wasn't even there. Like the whole crew was out on a call. So like it didn't really even matter. But stupidly, like I took pictures there and sent them to him. And then the truck, came up when they were coming back, and then we were basically kind of leaving anyway, but he hopped off and he saw me and I was just kind of like, whatever, left. So he had never responded to my firehouse pics. So the other night, and I figured he was probably kind of mad, which as he should be. Anyway, so the other night I just reached out like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, what? It's been a month. Whatever. Anyway, he did respond right away. He goes, what's up? And I just like, oh, miss ya. Just very light or whatever. I said, you didn't like my firehouse pics? LOL. Okay. So Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky said he did not appreciate, me going there when he specifically said not to. So anyway, I apologized profusely and I owned my shit. And he accepted the apology. And that was that. So we'll see if I've permanently burned that bridge or what's going to happen there. I'll just lay low on that. Anyway. Your favorite, Ginger. Don't worry, no updates.
Boring.
He's been out of town. And then he's back and then was like, oh, you want to go? I'm coming into the city, for happy hour Wednesday after work. Are you around? Or Friday? And I didn't have plans, but I also had dental surgery. So I kind of used that as an excuse. I was like, oh, yeah, I got this, tooth thing, whatever. So I don't even know. I'm not feeling that one anymore. Hawk, we mentioned last time. So we went on a second date, and it was very nice. Went for sushi. We walked in the park. It was really nice out. He's the one that's like in the risk management and the art design world. So he came over, I showed him the apartment, the whole renovation thing. He was very into all that. We were talking about interior design and art. He's like really nice and smart, respectful. A good time. He's reserved and talks like kind of low. Sometimes I'm like, what? But anyway, we had a nice time.
Okay.
And then we texted a little bit throughout the week, and then I didn't really hear anything for a few days. And then at the end of the weekend, he said, oh, I think I just said, oh, hey, how's your weekend going or something? And he just said, oh, sorry, I've been quiet. I'm just back from visiting my mother in the Midwest. She's sick. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's sad. So I said, I hope she's okay and, all this stuff. So I haven't really heard much.
Okay.
So who knows? I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. And then last but not least.
The nurse.
Cool. Oh, he's so cute. So I had some laser stuff done on my face. So I wasn't really ready to or it wasn't presentable to be outside. So... And, I had all this tooth stuff. So he's like, oh, you want to get together? I said, well, you could come over because my face is really not in a good way. I said, it's going to be, pretty ugly, like my no tooth and my lasered face. And he's so cute. He goes, you could be bald and with no eyebrows and you would still be beautiful. He's so cute. So sweet. Anyway, so he came over. So in his spare time, he loves to decompress. He loves to play video games. Okay. Which I know is a huge thing, but I haven't played video games since the 80s, like Pac-Man. So, and I always I ask him what do you play? Not that I would have any idea, but maybe. So he said, well, maybe I could, if you want, I can bring over the PlayStation. Since we're staying in, it'd be something fun to do. I was like, yeah, sure. Okay, so he packs his whole PlayStation in a backpack, and he brought the whole VR headset. Okay.
Oh my God.
This was so fun. And then he was demonstrating, and you can have a total workout. I was like, what is going on here? Anyway, I'm not good, but it was really fun with this headset. I don't know. We had a great time. We ordered dinner in. He's just so easy and like snuggly and nice and like wasn't freaked out the way my
like nurse
face looked. Yeah. Anyway, and I found out a little more information. He's the one who only ever dates older, if I'm remembering that correctly, and that I was saying, and we were talking about past relationships, and I said, from my perspective, it's always been so annoying for me. Like I was always the one ending the relationship, not the other, even though it clearly like wasn't working. I feel like the man never wants to pull the plug, and he goes, "Oh no, I've ended all mine." I said, "Oh, like good for you." And he said with the last relationship, it was also, an older woman, and he said he was starting to not feel, like good about himself. Like she was nice and kind on the one hand, but then on the other hand, kind of had all these stipulations about how he could speak or what he could say. And then he was like, yeah, I don't like this. I can't be myself, and that doesn't make me feel good. So yeah. And then he ended it. I was like, wow. So emotional maturity.
Jeez.
Yeah. So go figure. Anyway, that's my update. What you got?
I have 2 new ones they're both now gone. So they're new and old at the same time.
A big flash in the pan.
I went out on a date with this guy who was like a driver / caretaker for some billionaire in the New York City. He was very nice.
Okay.
Asked a million questions, but it went cold.
Okay.
So
just wasn't happening.
Wasn't happening.
Okay.
The interesting one is the second one, which is a retired capital markets guy. He's 64. First of all, his picture, he doesn't look like his picture. The pictures were clearly 10, 15 years ago, if not longer.
Wow. Okay.
And so we ended up meeting he moved it along rather quickly. I'll give him that. Like we went from texting to the phone to a coffee date, which we had on Thursday.
Okay.
So we met for coffee. What can I say?
Just say it.
He was nice to talk to from a regular life point of view conversation.
Yeah.
But when it came to relationships, like he was kind of cold.
Oh.
And also I felt a hinge of narcissistic behavior.
Oh gosh.
So like when you walk down the street, he walked like 3 steps ahead of you. Which really annoys me.
Oh no, I don't like that. And literally you just met him.
I just met him. And then he made this whole big thing. He's like, I really want a relationship, blah, blah, blah. But basically what he wanted was phone sex.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, the first time I'll give it to you. Like it was just a weird situation.
So before you met him, he wanted the phone sex? Or
No,
this was
after.
Oh, so he meets for coffee and then wants phone.
Right.
But if he can meet in person, why do you have to have phone sex?
Right. So then the weekend comes and I'm like, he's all into this phone sex. And I'm like, don't you want to go out?
Right.
Like,
what?
Well, this and that. Like he came up with a million excuses. And I was like, so by Sunday, I was like, enough already.
Wow.
Like, so that took me on something that we're going to talk about in the next episode, which is dating men over 50 who've never been married. Have no kids. Like yes. It's definitely an odd breed. One to think about, but
we have found that so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll dive deeper in the next episode on that.
Yes, it was interesting, but it was just like it had all the bells and whistles the flags of what's not right. You know what I mean? Like like on Saturday, I was sitting in my living room and water starts coming from the ceiling.
Oh, jeez.
So I said to him, I've got to go deal with the water. So I hang up the phone. I go over to put a bucket underneath where the water's coming down. And then he's texting me. He's like, are we going to continue to talk? Like, no, idiot. You should be saying like, how's the water problem?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, hey, you need a hand.
So that was like, it was just kind of like that kind of situation where I was like, when do you really want to have a conversation that's somewhat relevant?
Right.
So by Sunday, I was like, I'm just not feeling it. Goodbye. So
Good for you. Put the kibosh on real quick.
He got a kibosh.
Good. Bye. No time for that.
No, I have no time for that.
No.
Interesting, Navy.
Oh, Navy.
Yes, Navy finally answered his phone, which means that he was not working.
Yes. He was
So I say to Navy, where are you? Are you in Florida? And he goes, no, I'm in Cuba. Or near Cuba, I should say.
Cuba.
Yes, so that does not bode well.
That's not a good sign.
He's not going back to Florida anytime soon. He's going to be in Puerto Rico for some distance of time. And back and forth. So,
Cuba. Oh boy, deep breaths.
Deep breaths. So anyway, he wants me to meet him in Puerto Rico. He's trying to work out the logistics.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Wait, is he like on leave in Puerto Rico, or he's?
He
working?
said when they get there, they'll get there on the 9th. He believes.
So that's like in a
and
couple
then he'll
weeks.
Be there for a week. So he's hoping that I could get.
Are you going to come? Go.
I think that's the point.
Maybe that was a little Freudian slip on my part. I meant, are you going to go?
Many times.
Yeah, I think you should go.
Yeah, I'll show you my text afterwards so you can see all of his convincing messages of the reasons why I should go.
I want to see.
It at least made me happy. I was like, well, after these 2 duds of the weekend,
oh God,
it was at least nice to have somebody who's cheery and
normal and
knows how to have a conversation.
Right. Oh, that's a good update.
Then the bank analyst guy. So I told you he can't have a date because he can't afford it.
Yes, right.
I think he's going to go down as my pen pal. So he's acting like I didn't talk to him for a couple of days, and he wrote me this whole note of why aren't you talking to me, sort of thing. Yes.
It was only a couple days.
Couple of days. He was so.
Oh my gosh.
Today he sent me a song from Seal.
Oh, I like Seal. I mean, the other Seal, the singer Seal, also.
Because I was feeling blue, so he was.
Oh, you said you were feeling blue, so he sent you this song to help cheer you up.
So he's been.
I mean, that's nice, I guess, but.
It's not a date.
Exactly.
But
I mean, you could tell me you're feeling
so he
blue,
might.
and I'll send you a
we
song.
might have the category of pen pal as number 3.
Oh yeah, who's the best pen pal?
Right.
Yeah, because it's been a few months with this.
Yeah, it's been.
And you never met him.
Never.
Still.
Zippo.
Oh my God.
Then we have doctor number 3,
Yeah.
which me and the doctor situation.
Yes, always.
Still trolling around, but boring me to hell. I
And not making a plan.
He cannot. He's incapable of making a plan, and I don't really want the plan anyway. It's
you're not. I mean, if you did, you're more.
It's boring.
I know.
He needs to move on.
Yes, he does.
Doctor number 1.
Oh no.
Mr. Florida. So on his birthday, which was Saturday, he sent me a text saying it's my birthday.
He sent you a text on his birthday. What was he hoping you'd hop on a flight down to Florida?
That
to
was
celebrate?
the concept was would I give him a birthday present?
Are you kidding?
Of meeting up with him. Can't make it up. I mean,
wait, that's what he said?
Absolutely.
Can you hop on a plane to Florida and don't forget to pack your mink coat? Wait,
I actually gave that mink coat to my sister. Now I have another one, but it's shorter. So.
Oh, well, that's better for Florida. Wait, oh my. What did you say to him? Hey, I have an idea. You get on your way to Puerto Rico. You can stop in Florida. You can make it a twofer. I'm kidding.
Can you imagine?
I mean, I kind of could. Do for the podcast. So what did he say?
He gave me 5 reasons as to why I should go to Florida to see him for his birthday.
Were any of them good?
They were funny. It was
okay. Oh, it was funny.
Don't you want to know what we both look like naked at our ages?
Oh, that's one fun. Of them. All right.
Could you believe that we've known each other all these years? Just for that alone, we should meet up.
Yes. Why doesn't he come here?
Because that's the point. He just isn't. If I was a man, I would be so on the ball.
Is he still working or is he retired?
He works a little bit just to maintain his.
You're working.
But no, he's not killing himself. No.
Exactly. You're killing yourself.
So.
He can get his ass up here if has all these reasons upon reasons why you should see each other. All right, that is funny though.
Give him that.
Okay.
Port Authority still trolling.
Still?
I
thought he was like kind
No, checking in. Apparently, with this whole TSA craziness, the Port Authority is not downsizing yet because it's downsized too much in the TSA department.
of. Oh, okay.
So they're having issues. So he's
Got work problems. Okay, that's nice. Great.
But just wanted to check in with me to see.
Wait, is he the one who's checked in the one time and was like, "Are you still single?"
Yes. No. That one is.
He's gone.
That's the lawyer guy.
That's the coffee guy.
That's the coffee we're never having.
The coffee you're never right. Mm-hmm.
Can you make it up?
No.
That's my sad list of the week.
Okay. Well, another week, and who knows what'll happen next week.
Yes, I don't know about you. Are you having a Hinge moment or a Match moment?
Well, I'm on Hinge and Bumble, and truthfully, I'm having no moments because you know what? Well, we talked about this. The whole dating and swiping fatigue. It's not really dating, it's like the swiping and all the conversation and like the span. You're a perfect example. You go through all this, like it's time consuming. And then like nothing even happens.
Right, but don't you find that one of them or the other is better? Like like right now Hinge is better than Match for me.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago Match was better than Hinge.
Oh yeah, all the time.
It's weird.
That happens.
It's never...
It is weird. I don't really understand why that is. No, but it's true. But yeah, I kind of need a break, I think. And I'm kind of like happy with.
Well, you have Nurse, which is nice.
I know, we're having a really nice time. So, yeah. But don't worry, you know, I'll keep coming with the stories. I'll try.
He didn't say anything about the podcast, did he?
Oh yeah, no. I was wondering if he would, but he did not. I am certainly not bringing it up. Learned my lesson, so I don't know if he's continued to listen or not.
All right. Well,
I don't know. I'll keep you posted if he says anything. Yeah.
Well, now see, the second part of this conversation is something that you and I had talked about a little bit over the phone, was this article in the New York Times, which older women are in demand by younger men.
Oh, yeah. We both had friends that forwarded us this article. And my one friend who's been married, 30 years or whatever, said, I heard it from you first.
Yeah. Shout out to Atul. He was tracking it and he's been listening to our podcast, so he's actively looking for material.
Shout out. We like that. Thank you, listeners.
I mean, first of all, I really believe we should write a rebuttal and try to get it published. I just think that, it's nice that they did this little video.
Yes, it was more like a podcasting, and then it was excerpted into a article. It was better. Did you listen to the podcast?
I did both.
Yeah, me too. It was better listening. Well, you got more information when you listened to it. I wouldn't say better in the content. What I found it was in the opinion section. So the moderator was the culture editor at the Times, but then the other two, one was a psychoanalyst and one was a staff writer at The Cut.
The psychoanalyst, I just did not enjoy her at all.
Oh my gosh. Well, wait, can I just say one thing? Why would you have a psychoanalyst on and they ask her, have you found this in your practice?
And she says no.
And she's like, no, I haven't come across that at all. Or in my personal life, like with friends. But I know it's a thing in pop culture. Then why are you weighing in on this opinion when you're only, pop culture is your only frame of reference?
I agree.
That was weird.
Yeah, that I thought was...
And then everything she said was weird. Well, do you want to...
Well, I mean, for me, what I wanted to focus on was this whole caregiving element. And I think it's like, this whole thing of like kind of straddling, like they're like temporary mothering.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I didn't.
First of all, females in general are caregivers. So, at a minimum, whether the guy is a baby to 100 years old, you're going to be caring.
Right.
So like I
Yes.
don't understand that.
Right.
But I also don't think that at least all the women I know who are dating in the younger pool are not dating because they're looking to mother you, or as they call it, build a boyfriend.
Oh, that.
Nurture them to get them to equal footing. I think that that's what we actually found surprising is that they don't need us to nurture them. So, for example, in the case of Nurse, I don't think you feel that he needs to be nurtured to a level to be in your relationship. I think he's holding his own.
Yeah, hell no. That is, I mean, that is the major thing that jumped out at me too. In fact, in my notes, I wrote down the quote because it was so, I was like, oh my gosh, this is disgusting and so demeaning. I think it was a psychoanalyst who said, men want to be mommied, women want to mold a boyfriend as a sort of perfect product that they can carry on their arms, sort of like a purse. I was like, what?
I kind of think
that's horrible.
No, but I have to tell you, I could understand that comment, but 10 years ago. I do not think this trend is that situation. I think this trend has to do with the fact that men our age don't really want to date and have kind of, I think, COVIDed themselves out. 2, I think younger men have gotten the message that why not try an older woman? It relieves some of the pressures that they're not interested in.
Yeah.
And they can still have a good time. But I don't believe that it's about nurturing.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's the last thing I want to do is sit there and nurture.
Yeah, and then they were saying something like it's like care. Well, because the older paradigm is the much older man with the much younger woman, and because he wants somebody to pump out the kids and then somebody to take care of him in his old age. So there's that caretaking aspect. But then as these men get so much older, I mean, the sex is not really there for these poor women. So now they're saying it's like caretaking with a plus, meaning the sex with the older woman and the younger guy.
Right, but also, I mean, I think that, but the caretaking, again, like what I think is strange, is a lot of the people you and I have dated in that age bracket are making a fine living for themselves. It's not even a conversation.
Well, that's what as I was thinking about this, I'm like going through, the ones that I've been on dates with, like.
It's like we're not dating the seamless guy who's getting the tip. Like it's just weird.
All the guys that I've gone on dates with or am currently dating are financially independent. They have nice careers. They don't seem to have mommy issues. Like they get along fine with their mothers.
And they're not looking for mommy advice.
No, and they're not looking.
We're not having any of those conversations.
Yeah.
So that to me was really, the psychoanalyst was also talking about anxiety. I didn't even understand that.
Yeah, the moderator had to go back and ask her, like, what do you mean by that? Their anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was weird. They're going through all that, and then in the video portion, they had snippets of different younger men that they asked the question, like, why are you, looking to date older women? And in these videos, the men are saying, oh, we find there's a greater level of emotional maturity, and the older women have an openness to be in relationships.
Right, but they focused on the one guy who said something about snacks. Remember?
Yeah.
But I think that was
right,
just
but that was only one guy.
Right, but that was like
but
a tongue in cheek.
That's all they focused on.
Yeah.
And then that the men were saying it's like the current dating world is very toxic with their cohorts of their age. That, the social media is pushing out like, oh, men are trash. And the women their age are just like not into dating.
Well, I think that what we found is that the men in the 30s really want to date. They just want not to be pressured to get married.
Right. Yeah. Married, have kids.
Right.
And yeah. And then I don't know if you saw, but the comment section had like over 1,000 comments, which I went down this rabbit hole. But it was interesting. But it ran the gamut, and there were quite a few. And I think I will say it was more men saying it than women, but there were definitely enough women saying it. They're just like, why is this even a question? It's obvious. It's purely based on economics for the man and sex for the woman. I also didn't like that whole blanket statement either. I mean, I'm sure, there's a million different reasons. And yes, in some cases, that probably could be. But the way they just said it, like it was so definitive and like, of course that's it. That's it. That could be the only reason why a younger guy would want to date an older woman.
Yeah.
I'm just like, really? Okay. The other thing that they brought up was, did you read that Kathy Griffin wrote an article a little while ago about, and she's like 60 whatever, and was dating a 23-year-old.
Yes.
And they made reference to her in that article. But in which she said, and I love her because she's just so, she says it like it is. And she, in her article, said the best part was the sexual relationship part of it. That the younger set is far more interested in giving than taking, because our generation of men, that's a huge like flip. Like men of our generation, it's like all about them and their pleasure. And women, like we weren't taught anything. I wasn't taught anything, let alone to be advocating for myself and my pleasure. Right. It was all about the guy. So like, I totally get that. And so with the younger, that's not, the time that we're living in with them. It's a give and take.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying I think we definitely have to do something about writing or putting it out there, because I think that the message is wrong.
Yeah, no, it was...
That's not what we're experiencing.
Yeah, no. And then the caregiving thing, that just, based on our backgrounds
that's what I'm saying
too.
When they call it temporary mothering, I was like, are you joking me?
That's what I mean. I feel it's a respite from caregiving. I've raised a kid, freaking a husband through cancer, and loss. Really? I want to be taking care of somebody else? Hell to the no. I want to have fun and yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's why it's like, because the older man, younger woman has the, I want children from you. I want you to do this, that. They automatically assume that we want to be the opposite.
Right.
Which is not the case at all.
No.
I think anyone who's independent as a female financially and has a career is so not looking for that. They're just looking for a nice moment.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, we're not gonna teach you how to go to a restaurant and eat with a fork and a knife.
I mean,
I mean, it's just
I've been there, done that. I'm done. Yeah, no.
So I thought it was sad that the article did not have a better perspective on things.
Right. And it's such a, kind of relevant topic at this time, but they didn't have really any experience in the whole area. And why wouldn't they have someone like us, like a middle-aged single woman who's dating? Why wouldn't they have someone like that
Right.
on?
Well, that was also, remember how they said, can you come up with a name to call it different?
Oh, yes.
Sort of
we
thing.
had talked about. Yeah.
It's and all the names were depressing.
Yeah, no, it was not. It was so kind of from the dark ages, all the old cliches. Right. And yeah, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. So when I was like, did you see this article? And you're like, yes. Have you read it? I'm like, I think we need to talk about this because it was just...
No, 100%. I think it's totally relevant. I mean, and I think it's something we should explore, but also we should push back in some form or fashion, because I think people need to understand our point of view.
Yes. All right. So now we gave ourselves homework to write a rebuttal to this opinion
yes.
piece. All right. Can I just share, because I did spend so much time down this rabbit hole in the comments.
Yes.
I copied some just because they were making me laugh. Okay. There was one woman, because, the title of the article was, older women are in demand by younger men. So this woman says, who cares? Did anyone ask me if I was interested in them? I already raised a kid. I don't want another in my bed, or an old man, or anyone else. Go away, the lot of you. I was laughing. This is why I couldn't stop reading these. Okay, wait. Maybe there's one or two more. They're worth sharing. No, this one isn't as funny, but it's a good point. A guy wrote this. It's so disappointing that so many continue to be dominated by the requirements of outdated social fixtures based on status. The president of France is married to a woman 25 years older than him. When someone falls in love, they don't necessarily fall in love with someone who is convenient for social success. Many fall in love with someone regardless of gender, race, age, or money. Yeah, there's no mention of you just connect with the person. They're good people. Can't that just be? Like, anyway. And then the last one was, oh, yeah, this is from a guy, too.
Yeah, but they also were like, not only that, but it's like, oh, he's going to come home and clean your house for you because he makes less money than you do.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was like,
that
what
was
is that?
Like,
Right, we have cleaning ladies. Why would we?
Like,
Why would we?
he's some, like, kept man.
Yeah,
He needs to, like, come to the door with a newspaper and a martini when he comes home from work. Like, what is this? Oh, God, that would be weird.
Did you do the dishes?
Yeah, right. Did you vacuum my bathroom? This last one. As a 59-year-old male who has returned to the dating world a few years ago, I have to say that this whole discussion is depressing. It's kind of like the shoes on the other foot. I listened and just felt all the more put out to pasture. Still, I say more power to my female counterparts.
Right.
I love it. Right? It's kind of like our turn.
Yeah, and as usual, they're trying to pop the bubble.
Right. What I mean, it's
they just can't let us have our
a double standard. Why does it have to be for all these other reasons? Anyway, okay. Well, we'll put it on to-do list to write a rebuttal.
And if you have any questions.
Oh, yes. And if anyone wants to chime in, and we can include it in our rebuttal with your thoughts on this whole topic. And you can also find the article on NewYorkTimes.com. We'd love to hear from you at the Elusive Dick podcast @gmail.com. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.